Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old School RuneScape, where today we're going to be doing one of the Zaya quests. This one is the Forsaken Tower, which is the Lovakinj quest, which I need to do so I can do it on the Twisted League, because it's the last one that I've never done on any account, and therefore I wanted to do it in an episode first. So here we are in Lovakinj. I think we talked to this lady here, and he says that it's of the greatest urgency. Greatest urgency? I don't like urgency. This is quite simply not on. Who is this human counselor, Unkar? What are they doing here? This is KaBob. They've been helping out in Lovakinj recently. Well, I've never heard of them. What do they want? What do you want, human? I'm looking for a quest. They're looking for a quest. A quest? Well, we don't have any of those lying around. Well, hang on, maybe they could help us with this urgent matter. What urgent matter? One we were just discussing, the one with the Doors of Den. Ah yes, the urgent matter with the Doors of Den. Very clever, Counselor Unkar. You put the human to work. I need a sherry. Dora, bring me a sherry. Yes, Lady Lovakinj. Human, we have a job for you. Great, what do you need? One of the finest smiths in Lovakinj, Undor, has been investigating issues with the Doors of Den. We've just received word that he has found the problem. However, he has requested we send assistance. Could you go to him and see what he needs? You'll find him right outside the Doors of Den, north of Arceus. I'll get going. The Doors of Den, are those the ones at Wintertot? They might be. Let us find out. Yeah, I believe so. Gonna be a lot of running around. I maybe should have grabbed my Xeric's Talisman. I don't know where the teleports go, though, on it. Do they have labels? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've used it. I haven't managed to get one on Twisted League. And that's where I would use it. Yeah, I don't know. Does it say here? I guess I can just look it up as well. No. I don't think there is one that goes straight to Wintertot. There's probably like a minigame teleport to it of some kind. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and run over there. It's not that bad, and we need to get more of a look at this area. I've been spending so much time in Current lately, but a lot of it's not appearing on camera since it's Twisted League stuff. I'm gonna know this area a lot better than I did at the start of the Twisted League, that's for sure. Know a lot more about it. You know, I've actually done Wintertot now. I've explored all the places. I'm gonna start killing the bosses at some point. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I need to get this quest out of the way because this quest will let me get Lovakinj favor up. I think it's, what, 30 or 35% to start making Shazian armor, which is the ideal way I feel to train it up, because I don't like making dynamite. Right, I can never remember. It's not the left way, right? Oh no, it is. But it's not the left way. That's what it is. But yes, we will run on up here. I realize I should have gotten my Explorer's Ring, but whatever. So this year, this is the first episode of the year, I'm going to try to get a lot more done in Old School RuneScape. You know, the Twisted League has kind of reinvigorated my desire to get more done in this game. You know, the fact my levels on there are... Most of my levels there are higher than my levels on here. With very few exceptions. The only exception probably being crafting? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, there's Undor. Hello. Well, hello there, laddie. I've been sent to help you. I just need to finish this little job. I'll be with you in a minute. While you're waiting, why not talk to that fiery lass? She'll fill you in on the situation here. Who? Captain Colt? Is that a lass? Doesn't look like a lass. No. Fiery lass. Ignitia, then? Welcome, brother. Are we related? We are all related, brother, for we are all children of the flame. Okay. So what is this place? You stand before the doors of Din. Behind them lies the prison of the Wintertot. What's a Wintertot? We do not know what it is. All we know is that it threatens to snuff out every flame in this land and plunge the world into eternal darkness. Oh dear, we should probably do something about that. That is why we are here, brother. Ever since the Wintertot was imprisoned, the Order of the Sacred Flame has stood vigil over this place. But alas, despite our best efforts, the Wintertot is growing in power again. Well, that's just no good. Is there anything I can do to help? Our order searches tirelessly for a way to defeat the Wintertot. Until we discover it, the Wintertot must be held at bay. Pass through the doors of Din to the prison within. You will find the finest of our order channeling the power of the Sacred Flame into the Wintertot. Yeah, I think this is just a tutorial. I don't know if this is even who we're supposed to talk to. Help them keep the holy fires lit so that they can keep the Wintertot subdued. How can I do that? Okay, yeah, we don't need an entire tutorial. How else? Guess that maybe that's all they wanted? I don't know. Maybe I could have just talked to him immediately? I've been sent to help you. Have you now, laddie? I was wondering when they'd send someone. Well, here I am. What do you need? They all kept saying that the doors were failing, and I kept telling them that was rubbish. Did they listen? Of course they didn't. So the doors aren't failing? Of course not. They were made by Din himself, the finest smith this world has ever seen. His work doesn't just fail. But if the doors aren't failing, what's the issue? Sabotage. Sabotage? That doesn't sound good. You're right with that one, laddie. Someone or something has made a small hole in the doors. It's not much, but it's enough that the Wintertot... It's enough for that Wintertot to be able to draw some power into the prison. Probably why them Firely lot have had so much trouble recently. So what do we do? Repair the damage, of course, laddie. Now I should be able to fix the issue, no problem. The only thing I'm missing is the right tools. That's where you come in. What tools do you need? I require a hammer. A hammer? Are you seriously telling me that you don't own a hammer? What does it look like I'm holding, you spoon? I don't just need any hammer. I need the legendary hammer used by Din himself. It's the only tool capable of working this metal. Ah, I see. So where do I find this hammer? Back in his prime, Din built a great tower. It was known as Din's Redoubt, and it's where he created all of his finest inventions. After Din died, some Ponzi mage thought they'd go and defile his tower. The place has been off-limits ever since. Now, I don't know for sure, but I reckon that Din's hammer might still be there. Well, there's only one way to find out. Where do I find this tower? The Forsaken Tower, as it's now known, can be found west of Lovakinj. Great, I'll be back once I've found that hammer. Alright, so yeah. I do feel like the Wintertot is ripe for some quest potential. I don't know how much this particular quest goes into it, but like in terms of rewards, I feel like they could whatchamacallit, they could change the damage calculations in a sequel. Like a reward would be reduced damage, because right now the Wintertot can be really punishing if your HP is really high and your fire making isn't. So if they, I don't know, just put like a cap on the amount of damage it can do to 10 or something, I feel like that'd be a pretty good quest reward. I don't know what its max hit is whenever you're at 99 both, but I feel like it should lower that slightly. That'd be a great sequel reward. I do think the Wintertot is pretty great content, though, after doing it in the Twisted League. Obviously, it was a lot faster there with the XP multipliers, but just, it's nice to have something to do with fire making. That's actually kind of cool. Anyway, let's go up here. I've never been up here before. I had used the map to even realize where the Forsaken Tower was before I started this episode. I'd seen this trail many times. It is actually a diary requirement to chop these magic trees, which I need to do in the Twisted League at some point. Alright, here we are in the Forsaken Tower. This is a puzzly tower, so I'm going to be using the quest guide pretty heavily in order to keep this episode a reasonable length. Alright, so we inspect the display case. Alright, it's sealed. It contains the hammer. There's a panel with some symbols on it. We have to do electricity, fire, I don't know, water, and crystal things. I'm guessing completely. No. Alright, so what do we do? Go upstairs. Got it. Yes, that's the staircase. Alright, so we're upstairs. What do we do once we are upstairs? In the northern room, we search the cupboards for 5 and 8 gallon jugs. It's also where we'd get a tinderbox, but I brought one anyway. Ah, we got some old notes as well. That will be handy, maybe, possibly. Toad flax blend. Yeah, so this is definitely potion-y, watery stuff. Well, where am I supposed to get my stuff? They said search for stuff. Can I just search again? No. What am I missing? In the northern room. Right, this was the southern room. Where do I search? Northern room. Huh. Do I have to go... No, I shouldn't have to go upstairs again. Search the cupboards for a tinderbox. I don't think I'm on the floor they're talking about. Yeah, I'm definitely not. They said go upstairs. Oh, you're supposed to go downstairs first. That would explain it. I'm dumb. Alright, here we are. Power grid. Go into the basement, search the crate to the east. Never skip a step. It's very bad to skip a step. You look stupid. Alright, we got a generator crank. Now, what do we do? Start the steam generator using the crank. Alright. Or do I just use it on it? Start the generator. Alright, and now we need to do this. Let's align the power grid. Okay, yeah, this looks fun. I'm going to use a guide for this, for sure. Let's see. So, is it just rotation stuff? Alright, that's easy then. That goes there. I mean, I could probably do this myself, really. Like, there's some logical things on how things would have to work for it to all go together. Well, I mean, that kind of means that has to be there. This is actually a really easy puzzle. That can't be like that. That obviously doesn't work. Let me look here. Alright, so that's supposed to be like that. Then what? Okay. This is mild guide usage. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Obviously, that has to be like that. That like that, then? Okay, come on. Don't do that to me. Like that, like that, like that. That. Am I missing something? I'm missing something there. There we go. That was pretty easy. I could have done that without the guide, but it saved me a few seconds. Alright, so we have done that. Now we can move on to the upstairs. Well, actually, no, we move on to right here. We search the cupboard. This is where we get the stuff. Yes? No? Maybe? Ah, there we go. Take both. Thank you for having a take both option. Alright, so now we have to do one of these puzzles where you have to, like, juggle the jugs with the amounts. We have coolant somewhere. Ah, there we go. So first we fill up the 5. Yes, I would like to fill it up. Alright, and then we dump it into the other one. That much is obvious. Yes. Alright, so now we fill the 5 gallon again. Yes, I want to fill it. That's why I used it on it. Come on. You don't need to ask every time. Alright, so then we use this again. So then this one is a 2. Yes. And then we empty the 8-gallon. Yep. How do we empty it? There we go. Now, do we put the 2 in the 8? Yes. Right? Use the 5-gallon on the empty. Yeah, so do that. Right? What happened there? Or do I have to use it the other way around? There we go. Alright, so 5-gallon is empty now. Now we fill the 5-gallon again. Then obviously we're going to combine it to make 7. Yes. There we go. Now we got 7. Now we fill the 5 again. There we go. And then we use the 5 on here. And we get 4. Okay, so now we have 4 and 8 multiples. So we use the 4 gallons on the coolant mechanism. There's other ways that you could have done this, I feel like, if you weren't limited to such simple interactions. But anyway. Yes. So is that it? Do I light the furnace now? Yeah. There's also an achievement for making an adamant bar in this thing, but we don't have the level for that. Alright, so the furnace is lit. So now we go upstairs and do the thing that I thought we were doing before. See, what confused me is they've changed... I think they've made the new wikis smart, where they'll give you the floor system based on where you live or something. Because it used to be, you know, first floor in some places is the second floor in other places. And that's what confused me, because I'm still not used to that being the case. So I bet if we inspect this, we should see... Yes, we've got 2 of them done. Alright, back upstairs. Alright, so what do we do in this room? I assume we take things from the table. Oh, wow. There's no take all on this one. Okay, so we have a lot of things. The refiner needs to be activated. It has to be cleansed by using cleansing fluid. Oh, great. It's a random choice. And you get 40 damage and poisoned if you guess wrong. Okay. So we're not going to brute force it. Okay, so we have the old note. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to actually use my brain for this. Toad flax blend is directly left of sodium hydroxide. Which one are we looking for? Ah, the cleansing fluid, so it can't be the far right one. Dang, I need to, like, write down. Toad flax blend is opposite of sulfuric acid. Oh my gosh, I was not prepared for this much. Okay. A has to be 1. Fluid A is left of B. Oh my gosh. Okay, so... They tell you which one's which, I guess. So cleansing fluid then would be fluid E, and E is 4. I guess? I mean, if I guess wrong, we're gonna take an almost deadly situation here. But we can try it. So do we just use it on the refinery? I mean, we have a decent chance of guessing correctly. Yes. 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 Hey, we did it. I didn't have to use my brain. Hooray. Honestly, once again, it's not a hard puzzle. It's just something that I would actually need to, like, sit there and think about. And you can't do that while you're commentating. Alright, so now we have to go up to the pylons. This is a weird security system, honestly. Alright, so this is yet another fun puzzle. Alright, so we have 4 weighted rings, and we have to stack all the rings in order on the middle pylon. Alright. So we have to take from west to east. Don't know why we can't just hold them all. I assume it will tell me if I try to. Oh, it doesn't. I mean, maybe it does somewhere, but it doesn't. Alright, so then we take that, we put that on the center. And then from east to center. Then west to east. Pretty simple so far. Need to keep track of which ones I've done, though. From center to west. Then center to east. West to east. Then west to center. And then east to center. East to west. Alright. Center to west. It'd be interesting to have puzzles like this for clue scrolls. I wonder how randomizable they are, or if that's why we couldn't have stuff like this. They can't really be randomized very well. Okay, west to east, west to center, east to center. And there we go. We have solved it. Guess we just go downstairs and we get our prize. If we've done all the things, I think that would be the case, right? Hey! We've got Den's hammer, which is an ornate hammer. Which one of these is the place? Whatever, I'll just waste charges. Oh no, never mind. I don't know which one is which. Is it the Glade? No, I'll just look up Zarek's Talisman, okay? Give me the locations. Oh, do none of them go to Arceus? Okay, well, whatever, we'll go to Inferno then. At least it saves us a little bit of time. Alright, so just make sure I know where I am at. I don't actually know if you can go through there. I know you go through there. I don't know about here. We'll find out. Did I go through here earlier today? I don't remember. I don't think I did. But I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to fit through here, unless it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you can't stand on this because it's a slight incline. No, it seems to have worked. Perfect. Saved us a little bit of time. Now we just have to find the opening that I'm supposed to head through normally. So I'm a bit lost coming from this direction. Alright. We got this really fancy hammer. I hope they let me keep it, and then it's like an amazing hammer that lets you get like 10 times the XP. I hate smithing. I know they won't, but that would be amazing. Smithing is one of my least favorite skills. Mining and smithing in general were always my least favorite skill back in the day. I hated them. I despised them. That's why they're only in the low 40s. Whereas woodcutting is up to 74. I should probably work on woodcutting again. That'd be nice. Oh well, let's get on up here. Talk to Mr. Undor. Hello there, laddie. Let's talk about my quest. Have you got Den's hammer yet, laddie? I have. Well, hand it over then. Look at it, such a work of art. Den never fails to impress. Now that I have this, it shouldn't take me long to fix these doors. Does this mean the Wintertop won't be a threat anymore? That should be the case in the long run. I suspect it will take a long time, though. The doors were damaged for a while, and the Winter Tot will have gained a lot of power. I reckon that magic lot will have to do their fiery tricks for a bit longer before everything is back to normal. Anyway, I'll get back to work fixing the doors. You should head back to Lady Lovekinge and let her know that the problem has been solved. Alright, well I guess we're going to use yet another one of my charges here. Away we go! Alright, Lady Lovekinge, who doesn't seem to take her job too seriously. Alright. Right on over here. This quest was a lot quicker than I thought it would be, honestly. Because I knew it had puzzles and was a medium-length quest. I was like, oh great, it's going to be a 45-minute quest. But no, it is a nice, less than 30-minute quest. The human seems a bit lost, Counselor. Could you help them, please? But I've done what you asked. Oh, what did I ask? We asked them to go and see what help Undor needed at the Doors of Din. That we did, Counselor, quite right. And what was it that Undor needed? Undor had found some damage caused to the Doors of Din. He suspected someone had sabotaged them. He asked me to fetch him Din's hammer so that he could fix the doors. And I found the hammer and gave it to Undor. He should be fixing the doors as we speak. Well, this is excellent news. With the doors fixed, the Winter Tot poses a far smaller threat to Curand. Well done. Yes, yes, wonderful stuff. I think I'll have a sherry to celebrate. Jorah, bring me a sherry. Yes, Lady Lovekinge. Counselor, why is the human still here? I think they want a reward, Lady Lovekinge. A reward? Yes, Lady Lovekinge. Oh. Well, here you go. Have this, then. Alright, there we go. A little bit of XP, a little bit of coins, a memoir page, which is a really weird reward when you think about it, but, you know, let's not question it too much. Oh, the human is still here. No, I'm not. Goodbye. So long. I'm glad to be done with that. Oh, hey, I didn't expect to get a smithing level out of that. Oh, well. Let's get our 10% Lovekinge favor. There we go. So now we have that. Okay, so it is 30%. Make tier 1 Shazian equipment. Yep, I'll probably be doing that at some point. Get up to 100% on this. And it'll just be Shazian that's left. And then we can do Architectural Alliance, which would be nice. Yeah, I need to add this to my book. But otherwise, yeah, so that is that. We have done yet another quest. A strong start to the new year. Getting one quest done per day, right? Yeah, we'd run out pretty fast. But like I said, I will be trying to put a little more focus into Old School RuneScape this year. Once the Twisted League is done, I'm focused on Twisted League for the next 2 weeks. But after that, things will return to normal. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!